Hey guys, TC here with week 6, our best game for the Object 260. As you know, I have just one mission left between me and the Object 260, which will then complete the personal missions. Here we are on the Ensk map. Seems to be where I'm doing really well this in terms of damage output in the 183. As you can see, we're in the faithful 183 Death Star. We've got quite a nice spawn. We can get quite good vision and eyes from here, so I'm not going to move to any daft location. I'm just going to sit quietly here. We'll see what the team spots and see where we can do damage. So we're into the sniper mode. We're looking for targets. Nothing we can hit currently. No outlines available. Artillery is already spotted, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to get a shot. There's a waffle, but again, no shots on the waffle or the arty. There's no outlines for us able to shoot. So I need to move up to be able to get into a higher elevation and get some more shots rolling. As you can see, this time we're in full HESH mode, so not one shit is given at this point. We are running full premium HESH shells, and we mean business. There is an Object 260 on your position as well, so even more reason to want to do this. I'm looking around for targets to see where I can make use of my first HESH shell. It looks like we're going to have to just deal with doing no damage for our first shell. Reload is on. It's a bit of a nail biter, this one as well at the end, which is really nice. Looking for a shot here on the Jagdtiger. So I go through the aiming cycle. Jagdtiger is spotted. Looking for him, looking for the lower plate of the Jagdtiger. But there we go, we've caught it. We send it. That's him out of the game. We're off. Nice damage roll to start with there. We now just need to do another 6.5k. We're pushing forward on this flank. It's at this point where I notice that our Jagdpan Z100 there is facing off against an IS-7 on his own, and a turreted TD, a non-turreted TD versus a turreted tank is never going to come off well. So I swing it around and I head off over there as quickly as I can do to go and help him out. Artillery looks like they're posturing to help this guy as well, which is really good. They've highlighted and identified that this guy is on his own against turreted vehicles and needs assistance. The M53-55 goes for his shot. Unfortunately he misses, but luckily one of the other artillery does manage to land a shell. It may have even been the Jagdpan Z100 that got a low damage roll there. And our 261 shuts down the IS-7, saving the Jagdpan Z100. I'm still happy with my choice coming on this side though, because looking at where their team is, as you can see, it means I'm going to get really nice flanking shots down this road. So we've got a perishing. I'm keeping an eye on those tanks on the side all the time because I think that's where I need to shoot. Pot around the corner, we're looking for shots here. Unfortunately there's a wall in the way there, so we don't get any shots. There's the 263. He's pulling forward, but unfortunately we can't get the aiming time. However, the 260, lovely shell straight into the side of him there. We don't penetrate unfortunately because we hit the turret instead of the hull, but he's on that lower health now, he's not going to survive. We're still on reload. The CDC is taking the brunt of the damage here. We're looking for the lower plate on the 263. Unfortunately, we don't find it. The Bat 58 lands a shell on us, so it's time to get out of here. Luckily, our 25-ton AP manages to shut down the 263. The 260's on a gnat's wisp of hair, but the 430 is pretty full of hit points, as is their Object 140 as well. So it's starting to get a bit tense, this. Swing around the corner, lovely side shot onto the 140. Waiting for him to pop round that corner. No penetration, but he's on that little hit points that hopefully the team can take him out. Unfortunately though, their team is starting to get into its stride. The scores are 10-all. Our Jagdpan Z100 is pushing in against the 140. I let him know I'm on reload, I can help you, but I'm on reload. The Bat-58 Arty though pops in to try and get a coup de grace, shuts down the Jagdpan Z100, hits the Jagdpan Z100 for 25 hit points, and there's nothing I can do to help the Jagdpan Z100 now against the 140. So it's me, a CDC, and 2 artillery pieces. Correction, it's just going to be me shortly. AMX is hiding away. I'm not yet loaded. Heat shell from the Object 140. I decide I've got to push away from the 140. I'm going to wait for the 140 to go in and take the hit from the 260. 260's fired. I come round the corner, knowing this guy has still got about a second or so to reload. Get out of my game, you. As I pull back, we spot the 140. The CDC pushes forward. I'm still on reload, and now I'm on my own. The artillery have got Object 430 problems. I've got to juke this guy and basically chase an Object 140 and a very healthy Object 430. I pull away in such a way to try and get away from the 140, so I'm out of visual range, and then it's a question of where's he going to appear. There he is. Snapshot gets him out of the game, and now it's 1 versus 2. Their Object 430 is luckily on 260 hit points thanks to the artillery. I'm pinging the reload, but I shouldn't really need to because, well, it's me on my own. I decide I've got to go hunting this Object 430, but I've no idea where he's going to appear. So I'm playing guesswork. Where would I go, and just trying to counter that move. So I decide I'm going to go the long way round, hoping he's going to come this long way round. He's not in that gap. So I come round the corner fully expecting him to be here waiting for me. But he's not, so it's a case of, well, where the bloody hell is he? And then we spot him. Round the corner, he spots us. But luckily we managed to get the shot on. The snapshots were real. I'm on reload. So now it's me versus an artillery. I've got 6 minutes left. The Arty took a swing at us there, so I'm not sure where he is. So at this point the decision I make is, yeah, capping is the better part of valour. So into the cap circle. And I decide what I'm going to do is I'm going to park in such a way that I should be able to see most of the avenues of attack. The downside is this does tell him where we are. No. You know, at this point I lock the turret in one direction and I just keep looking around. Arty fires another shell there towards the back of the cap circle. The thing is, where I am is so open and so, so obvious that you don't expect people, that you don't often shoot here in artillery, or at least that's what I don't do. We're waiting here to spot the Bat-58 Arty. Not sure where he's going to appear, where we're going to see him next. He's got at least 2 shells left. So, as you can see, we can see the entire map if it wasn't for detritus in the way. It's a very, very quiet game. I'm really, really glad to say that the team, as you can see, aren't pinging the map, aren't, you know, typing comments or anything like that. They're just quietly looking as well to, they're not trying to be backseat drivers or so in this game. We spot the Bat 58 Arty. He spots us. Really, really, really impressed with this Bat 58 Arty's choice here, because what he does, as you can see, he's heading that way, and immediately I'm thinking he's going to pop that way. However, my mind's eye tells me that he's not. He's going to come from this direction. So I think I'm still spotted, so I'm going to look that way, and then I swing it around and I pre-aim on the other corner while looking the other way. I'm in such a way that I should be able to spot that corner before he comes around it. My gut is telling me he's going to come from my right hand side, but I'm still wondering whether he's going to come from the left. I ping there on the map, and lo and behold he appears, and we shut him down. So there we go, 6 kills, last man standing of the team. Let's see how much damage we did though, because the game is for nothing if we didn't do the damage. Well, we didn't do TD15, guys. We was a mastery badge, we got bruiser, we got duelist, fire for effect, 55,779 credits with 1719 XP. That's not doubled or anything, that's just raw XP. High caliber, tank sniper, for dealing 85% of our accurate. We had 85% accurate damage over 300 meters, and the Top Gun badge. As you can see, team score, last man standing, 5,432 damage. Way short of the target, nearly 2,500 damage off what we needed to do that game. But we're still dealing really good damage in this, and it's helping our average damage no end. 1,146 base experience, 6 kills, 10 shots fired, of which 9 hit and 9 penetrated. Over 3.1k of our damage was over 300 meters away, which when we consider we're on Ent, which is a small map, it's actually a really good achievement to get the tank sniper match on a small map. As you can see, we burnt through the credits. Running the 183 this way is not a credit grinding mission. It is a money burner. So expect more negative credit income on the 183 grind to the TD15. Anyway, it's going to be the end of the replay. It's the end of this week's best attempts, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, thanks for watching. Click subscribe, click follow. We'd love you to stick around. We've almost done 150 videos now on YouTube. I'd really like to have 1 follower for each video. So let's see what we can do. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.